'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse, because it was dead. Unknown causes. Ask that mouse's family and friends, they'd say she lit up a room. She was a mouse that was going to do things. Cure cancer? Perhaps. But that's a story for another time. The stockings were all hung by the chimney, with care, delicately, making sure everything was in its place, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. He was expected. Would he show? We don't know. The children were all nestled snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. Would these sweets prove to be detrimental to their little systems, so small, so young? Only time would tell. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap, which I purchased from a Lands' End outlet store in a desolate strip mall in Calabasas. Well, we had just settled in for a long winter's nap when out on the lawn there arose such a clatter. What was that noise? Criminologists for years try to answer that question. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up that sash. And the moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below, perhaps illuminating the crime that may or may not have taken place, like luminol in a cheap hotel room. When, what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. Had I been drugged? What's going on? Why is this species that is not native to this region doing here? And why are they so small? It's a valid question. And with the little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he must be Saint Nick, based on his previous criminal profile and the drawing the police sketch artist had provided. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name, and some of the neighbors called into the local 911 call center to varying degrees of success, and they claimed that he screamed, "Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, on the top of the porch, the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away." Oh, was this some sort of code? A call to fellow criminals to join in the fracas? No one could be sure in the moment. And then, in a twinkling, some reported hearing on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. Or was it something else? Well, witnesses claimed they saw down the chimney St. Nicholas coming with a bound. He was dressed in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were tarnished with ashes and soot. And he had a bundle of toys flung on his back. One observer told the police that a dirty, obese pimp was apparently roof hopping with all of his earthly belongings on his back. Others reported that the suspect's eyes were watery saucers, and that his face was an unnatural color, as if plagued with consumption. And others mentioned he was smoking a marijuana pipe that created a wreath of smoke. And when confronted by the local residents, the man reportedly just giggled in a disturbing, disassociated way, not seeming to know where he was. But he ended up apparently placing strange trinkets from his hobo adventures in the sacks of several homeowners, which provided not comfort, only confusion. One resident claimed he put his finger on his nose and made intense pleading eye contact. She claims he was trying to score drugs. And when she went for her taser, he hopped into his makeshift sled and it was pulled by a team of 30 angry chihuahuas, and he disappeared into the night. And they heard him exclaim as he was slowly pulled by those poor beasts of burden out of sight. Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.